Hello, friends. It's so good to be back with you. I know I took a couple weeks off to be refreshed, revived, and spend time with friends and family and in the sunshine. I was in Florida and I was so blessed and privileged to get to spend some time with Lisa Canning and her lovely family, and also January Donovan, the founder of the Women's School, and to meet her family and Ryan, her husband, and spend some time with them. And for those of you who don't know me that well as a coach, one of the programs that I serve women with and just see amazing transformation with is the Art of Being a Woman Masterclass, a 6-month program in walking women through the journey of wholeness, becoming whole, becoming the woman that God designed them to be. And one of the initial things that I do with women is to ask them to do some dreaming. Ask them what are the desires that God has placed upon their heart, the unique desires, those good and wholesome and holy desires. And it's through looking at each arena of our lives and defining what is it that I desire for that arena. What is the dream I have for my family, for our environment, for our wealth, for our contribution, for my health, both all spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally, all the ways that I I want life to be. And maybe in some arenas, we already are there, right? Maybe we already have the desire of the peaceful, holy, joyful family that we want. But maybe there's other arenas that the dream of who we want to be is not, we're not there yet. And maybe we're stuck and we don't even know how to get there. Dreaming is, I recognize that it's something I have not done well in my life, taken the time to do. And through this work, I've discovered I have a lot of beautiful dreams that God has placed upon my heart. And I see that in so many women. They're like, I don't even know what my dream is. It's so lost in all of the expectations and the day-to-day life that I have and the commitments that I have and um, the I don't know, the work that has to be done and choices that they've made. And so giving you permission, giving women permission, giving myself permission to take some time to journal and think about what are the desires placed upon my heart and how will those be lived out in my life? And then the what are the things I also don't want in each arena? I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want to live from paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to not be able to give a gift when we're at a fundraising event. Um, I don't want to be bitter and angry. I don't want to be overwhelmed. Whatever it is in each category, I don't want to feel unworthy or unconfident. And so part of the process of working through our dreams and moving from the desires of our heart to actually writing those dreams down and putting words to them and describing them and even painting them in pictures, right? Putting a dream board together or a vision board together, just giving ourselves permission um, to wrestle with and acknowledge that there's a universal desire from God placed upon your heart. And then raise your awareness to this dream. And part of that is, like I said, saying what I don't want anymore, what I don't want to put up with anymore. And and then sitting down to expand that vision, taking that vision and saying, this is what I want in this arena of my life. For us recently, I got to check something off of our dream board, our vision board, and a bucket list, I guess you could say, is I've wanted to take our little guy to Disney. And so it's kind of a dream of a season, I guess you could say. And it's through this work of the honor and privilege I get to walk with women through coaching them in their lives and helping them find transformation, that we were able to go to Disney, to go to Magic Kingdom and experience the magic, to see the fireworks and just the castle lit up and the characters and smell the town. Like there's just those of you who've been there, like there's not only magic for children but adults as well. And there's a reason why they say it's one of the happiest places in the world. And all of the little extras that they do, that their pancakes are made in the shape of Mickey Mouse, right? Just these little things that they pay attention to that just give you joy. And so we went to Magic Kingdom, we went to Animal Kingdom, we went to Hollywood Studios because if you have a husband and a little boy who loves Star Wars, you've got to go to Hollywood Studios. And it was a dream one, to have a family vacation, like probably many of us, we tag on, family vacation, maybe to a work trip, or we say going to visit family out of town is part of our vacation, but really intentionally designing and saving for and planning for a trip. And this vacation was all of that and then some, and so many magical moments from being at the ocean, just experiencing the joy. And I feel refreshed at the ocean. The ocean revives me. I'm not a big swim in the ocean kind of person, but I love to sit on the beach or walk on the beach, and that sound of the water, the waves against the shore, the sand, is therapeutic. Um, it helps me to dig into my creativity and to see little Eddie, just running into the waves and just the biggest smile on his face. Like that is to me what was on my bucket list. That to me was the dream, is to see joy, pure joy in experiencing this opportunity. And making this dream happen, as in many, many dreams and desires, requires discipline. Discipline to, save the money, discipline to, work hard ahead of time so you can take the time off. Um, and we get disciplined when that dream challenges us and forces us to. I work with women who often say, "Oh, I can't get into my routine," or I can't, stick to eating healthy or doing my exercise or um, overcoming procrastination." And then I have to stop and ask them some questions about, what is the dream? What is your dream? If your dream and desire in the arena of health is to be healthier, have more energy, so that you can be present in the lives of those that you love, then that has to drive our discipline. It has to drive our calendar. It has to drive every time you want to pull into Dairy Queen, queen of stress, sugar eating here for you. But what drives me to not turn my car into Dairy Queen is I want to be healthier. I want to have energy to play at the park with my son. I want to live a long life so I can see his life. I want to do the work that God is calling me to do and have the energy to do that. And if I don't focus on doing the disciplines of eating healthy and exercising, um, which will make that possible for me to have the energy to do that, it's not going to happen. I mean, I've been trying it for years. It's not going to happen, And so our why, and then our dream have to be big enough, deep enough, um, so in like almost, incredibly, scary, and we have to skill up to be able to make them happen. And that is when that activates our discipline. We can get out of bed early, we can exercise, we can, do our prayer time, whatever it is, the activities that you need to be disciplined on to make the dream happen. That's what's going to drive that, is having a clear vision of what your dream is and what God's calling you to. And that could be it could be an overarching dream, or it could be just a dream for the season. So, so being healthy and is maybe a dream for the season, healthy, losing weight, having more energy, right? Um, it could be that, you have this dream of, like we did, to take our son to Disney. That's a dream of a season. We've done it. We did the discipline to get there, and we're enjoying the fruits of that and the memories and the like I said, the sheer joy, just seeing that in my son's eyes and face is worth every moment of discipline to make that happen. And maybe you want to retire early is a dream of yours. That's going to require you to be debt free, save X amount of money, right? There's going to be different activities that you're going to need to do to make that happen. And you're going to need to have to say no to yourself to some things. And you can only do that if that dream that's driving you is big enough and clear enough, and like I said, just that you've built it and painted it in your mind's eye. And one of the techniques that I use, and I know I teach my clients to use as well, is thanking God for the dream ahead of time. So every evening before you go to bed, to say, "Thank you, Lord, and I'm so blessed and grateful that I am, I've lost weight. I feel healthy. I have energy. I am keeping to my exercise routine. I my mental focus is clear." And or maybe your dream is to build your dream home, right? And what are the elements that you want in that home? Like, to thank God ahead of time that, thank you, Lord, that we are in our home, this beautiful home that has, an open floor plan with a huge center island in the kitchen where people gather and where food is celebrated and events are celebrated in our family life. And maybe you want a fireplace, and you want, a three-stall garage, and you want a place for a garden, whatever it is that you have painted in your mind's eye for that beautiful dream, to thank God ahead of time for that. And what that also does is it activates our reticular activator, so that it wires in our mind's eye that thought of you being healthy, of you being able to contribute, whatever the dream is. And that's your North Star to make it happen. And the Lord walks with you in that. He is never outdone in generosity. And being grateful ahead of time was a new concept for me. I hadn't really thought about it. But I love it. I love the activity of it. I love doing it. I love being creative about it. Um, and then also the exercise of asking myself and my clients on a particular dream, how does the fulfillment of that dream affect every other arena of your life? So let's say one of your dreams and goals is a to make a certain dollar amount to support your family. How does making X amount of money support your health? Well, maybe you can buy more organic foods, right? Maybe you can buy the vitamins that you need. Maybe you can see a natural path that isn't in network, right? For you under insurance. So many different just ideas, throwing out ideas. Maybe in the arena of contribution, because you've made X amount of money that year, when you attend the fundraiser for the pro-life organization in your town, you're able to write out $1,000 check or $2,000 check, a $5,000 or $10,000 check to give to that organization that is near and dear to your heart so that their ministry can continue. What does that look like in the area of your family life? Maybe making that amount of money, it gives the opportunity for you and your husband to go on regular date nights, or once a year or once a quarter for you and your husband to go on a vacation or take a weekend to dream about what are the dreams you have for your family. You know, it's really, I don't know, just making it come to life in every arena of your life as you think of that dream and that goal is so impactful. And so you no longer just see that as a financial wealth arena, but how every single arena is impacted because of that dream of making X amount of money. And then that's going to drive your discipline, right? What are the hours you need to work? What are the activities you need to do in sales and marketing or whatever industry that you're in to make that amount of money? And you will stay laser focused on that because of the dream and because how you see that dream impacting every arena of your life in a positive, joyful way. And sometimes it might be scary. And I have dreams that are certainly scary and seem impossible. But by breaking it down into bite-sized pieces, it can become a reality. And it can become a reality for you too. Um, so what excites you? What are the desires you have on your heart that God might be calling you to dream about and create a concrete plan and take some time. I just invite you, take some time today or in the next week to write down what is a possible dream. What are all the impossible dreams that you can think of that you would desire? What are the impossible dreams? Those that are like, ooh, I don't know. That'd be nice. And then what are your stretch dreams? Those that you would say, you know what? I'd like that, but I don't have the skill. I don't have the talent. I don't know how. I don't even know how to do it. Write those down too, those stretch dreams. And then one. Pick one dream and do the exercise of if when that dream, not if, when that dream comes true, how is that going to impact all the other arenas and relationships in my life? How will it bless other people? And a tip for you when you're doing this exercise of the dream is dreaming is always separate from the doing part. So when you're dreaming about, or I'm dreaming about, one of our dreams is starting a foundation for a particular mission that we have, Yogi and I don't start to think about, well, will I have to hire an attorney? What will the name be? What will it cost us? What does a foundation do and mean? And what are the regulations on it? No, 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 no. All I'm thinking about is That is on our heart. God's calling us to do it, and just painting the picture, not figuring out the how, the why, the resources that are going to be needed. Just dreaming. Just dream. Don't limit yourself by what you do or don't know, because you can skill up, you can change your mindset, and you can find the resources needed once you get clear on the dream. That's the first step. And believe that God will provide as long as you're doing the hard work and the discipline to get it done. And you feel amazing about it. I mean, when I do the discipline for the dreams, when I get up early, I do my prayer time, I exercise, I work out, whatever I'm working on for my dream of the season and my a larger dream, God fills me with joy and freedom and peace. And I see these little incremental growths that are happening, steps moving towards that dream. And also, I'm just so surprised by the beautiful people that come into my life along the way, and the impact that I can make because of the gifts God has given me and the unique gifts that He's given you. So, what are the desires in your heart? What are the dreams that either you've, stuffed to the bottom of your heart because life has gotten heavy and you just don't think they're possible anymore? What are the dreams that maybe you and your husband used to talk about when you were first married? Write them down, paint a picture, thank God ahead of time, and then make a plan, a very step-by-step plan to make them come to fruition. And if you would like to have someone journey with you to help your dreams come true, and bring your unique and amazing gifts to the world, I would be delighted, honored, and it'd be a privilege to walk you through a dream session that I do with it's a in pretty in-depth process, but super rewarding, and will set you on a trajectory of success and blessings and dreams coming to life by you bringing your unique gift and self and designing that woman that God is calling you to be to the world. And the world needs you. The world needs you. The world needs your gifts. It needs your talents. It needs your joy. It needs your example. It needs your finances. It needs your, you know, um, yeah, all your gifts. And to leave nothing on the table, right? To leave everything on the table for the Lord. It would be a privilege. Drop me an email, or you can reach me on my Facebook page, Cummings Coaching on Facebook, or Amy Cummings on Instagram, or leadershipwithamy@gmail.com. Lots of different ways to get in touch with me, and would love to explore the journey with you and the dreams that are in your heart, tucked away in there. Or maybe you're already starting to live them and you need someone to help you, hold you accountable. Here in whatever way I can serve you. God bless. Have a great day. See you next week. Bye.